All right, let's just jump right in. If you feel like anxiety has basically become your unwanted alarm clock, waking you up every single day, well, this one's for you. We're going to build a mental toolkit to get a handle on that constant nagging worry. You know that feeling, don't you? That non-stop state of alert where your body is just humming with tension, burning through all your energy, even when there's absolutely nothing wrong? It's exhausting, right? And it just gets in the way of living your life. So first things first, we have to understand the difference here. A healthy fear response, that's totally normal, and it's temporary. You know, a dog comes running at you, your body goes into high gear, you climb a fence, and then it's over, you calm down. But chronic anxiety, that's when the feeling just sticks around. The dog is long gone, but in your mind, you are still climbing that fence, day after day.
And when that fear just stays, it becomes a neurosis. Your body gets stuck in this permanent state of overload. We're talking fluctuating blood pressure, tense muscles. Your system is pumping out adrenaline for threats that aren't even real. And that, my friends, is a fast track to complete and total burnout.
So, how in the world do we start to dismantle this thing? Well, it all begins with a really fundamental shift in how you see the world. Let's call it the neutrality principle. And to get it, we're going to use a super simple metaphor.
Just picture it. A simple glass of water, half full, sitting on a table. That's it. Now imagine someone walks into the room and sees it.
This person, they're just thrilled. They see that water as an amazing gift, a sign that things are going their way. They feel like, wow, the world is on my side, always giving me what I need right when I need it.
Okay, then a second person comes in. They see the exact same glass, same amount of water, same table. Nothing has changed about the object itself. But their reaction? Completely the opposite. To them, that glass is just proof that they always get shortchanged. It's a symbol of lack, confirming their belief that the world is stingy and never gives them enough.
So let me ask you, what is the glass? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Is it a source of happiness or a source of disappointment?
The answer is neither. Of course, it's just a glass of water. It has no meaning on its own. And this is the key idea. Events in the world are neutral. They're just things that happen. You are the one who writes the story about them. You assign the meaning. And that is where all your power lies.
Okay, so with that huge idea in our back pocket, let's get practical. It's time to build your actual toolkit. We're going to go through 4 simple but seriously powerful rules you can start using today to reclaim control from those anxious thoughts.
First up, we have the list method. This could not be easier. You grab a piece of paper and you write down everything, and I mean literally everything that's making you anxious. Just dump it all out of your head and get it onto the page.
Now, here's how you deal with that list. You draw a line down the middle of the page. On one side, you put the things you can control. On the other, the things you can't. For everything you can control, make a plan. Just one small, simple step. That closes the loop in your brain. And for everything else, the stuff you have zero control over, your one and only job is to acknowledge it and then consciously let it go.
Okay, rule number 2. Take it to the absurd. You know how anxious thoughts love to just slowly spiral and get worse over days? Well, this technique short-circuits that whole process. You do the entire spiral in about 10 seconds flat.
So here's how it works. A single raindrop falls on you. Instead of letting that little worry fester, you just blow it up immediately. Oh no, I'll get sick. It's going to be some horrible disease. My spouse will probably leave me. I'll end up destitute and totally alone. By taking it to the most ridiculous, over-the-top conclusion, you can't help but see how absurd the fear really is. And poof, it loses its power. Our third tool is all about what you do in that high-stress moment. It's not just a little trick, it's about choosing to be a different kind of creature when a crisis hits. So in a moment of panic, you've got a choice. You can be the flea, instantly jumping, panicking, fussing, and completely losing control. Or you can be the turtle. What does the turtle do? It doesn't freak out. It pulls back into its shell for a second. It pauses. It thinks. It gets control of its own mind before it even thinks about acting.
And that brings us to our last tool for the kit. And honestly, this one might be the most profound. It's all about reframing any negative event that happens to you. We'll call it the Hedgehog Rule.
Now, the rule is based on this idea that sounds, well, kind of pessimistic at first. No matter what's happening, no matter how bad it seems, it could always be worse. Every problem you're facing is just one needle from a whole hedgehog of needles.
But wait, this isn't about being negative, not at all. It's actually a super powerful tool for creating gratitude and perspective on the spot. It stops you from falling into that "this is the worst thing ever" trap, and it forces you to see your current problem in a completely new light.
So, say you sprained your ankle. Ouch, that's the first needle. But you can immediately reframe it. Wow, I am so grateful it isn't broken. Because that would have been a way bigger, way worse needle, right? By seeing your problem as just the first needle, you can immediately feel grateful that it wasn't the whole hedgehog.
So when you put this all together, when you realize that you're the one who assigns meaning to everything, and you have these practical tools in your back pocket, you start to see that the power to manage your inner world is genuinely in your hands.
So the next time you feel that wave of panic start to rise, you have a very real choice. Are you going to go back to the old habit, be the frantic flea? Or are you going to take a breath, pause, and choose to be the turtle?
Because really, all these tools are about choosing your own path. Worrying is easy. It's a default setting. The real work and the real prize is in practicing a new habit, the habit of owning your own mind. It's about mastering the single most important person you will ever be in charge of, yourself.